What if I told you that right now your bank account has just $500 in it? No business, no investments, and you don't even understand money that well. Still, if you follow the right roadmap, you can become a millionaire one day. The question isn't, can you become a millionaire? The question is, where do you even start? That's exactly where most people mess up. They jump straight into buying stocks, start chasing passive income, or run after get-rich-quick shortcuts. But self-made millionaires did the exact opposite. They first built a strong financial system. Then, that system started building wealth for them. Today, I'm going to show you that same system, a roadmap that if you follow step by step, you will always know exactly what stage you're at and what the next step is. But remember this, if the first step goes wrong, the other 7 steps will never work. Step 1, control your money. The first rule of becoming a millionaire is money you can't control, you can't grow either. So, write down 4 numbers today: your monthly income, monthly expenses, total debt, total savings. If you don't know these 4 numbers, you're not managing money, you're just guessing. Now, build an emergency fund, at least 3 to 6 months worth of expenses, because a job loss, a medical emergency, or any sudden big expense can set your entire financial journey back. And start one habit today. Before spending any dollar, ask yourself, will this make me rich in the future or just make me happy today? That one question will start rewiring your financial thinking. But saving money alone doesn't make anyone a millionaire. The next step will decide whether your income grows slowly or multiplies. Step 2. Increase your value. Most people want to earn more money, but fewer people want to become more valuable. Remember this, the market doesn't pay for your effort, it pays for your value. That's exactly why self-made millionaires never stop learning. Research also shows that among many self-made millionaires, continuous learning is a common habit. If you're a beginner, your goal for the next 12 months should be just one thing. Learn one high-income skill: sales, marketing, AI, programming, finance, data analysis, or communication. Any skill that solves a real problem in the market. Because as your value goes up, your opportunities to earn more go up too. But here's where a new danger appears. The moment income increases, most people increase their lifestyle, and that becomes their biggest financial mistake. The next step will stop you from making that exact mistake. Step 3. Create the wealth gap. Let's say 2 people both earn $100,000 a year. The first spends all of it. The second saves and invests a portion every year. 5 years later, their income will be the same, but their wealth will be completely different. The difference comes down to one thing: the wealth gap, meaning income minus expenses. That gap is what builds your future wealth. So every time your income increases, grow your wealth gap first, not your lifestyle. That saved money becomes your first investment tomorrow, and that investment will one day earn income for you. But now the biggest question is, if you finally have money to invest, where should that first dollar go? This is where the most exciting part of the millionaire journey begins. Because in the next step, you'll learn how a simple dollar turns into an asset that works for you for life. But one question still remains. Say you start saving money every month. Now what? Should that money just sit in a bank account? No, because saving keeps your money safe. But investing grows your money. This is exactly where a saver becomes an investor. Step 4. Buy your first asset. Before millionaires buy anything, they ask one question: will this thing make me money in the future? If the answer is yes,
it can be an asset. If the answer is no, it's just an expense. That single mindset is what separates millionaires from everyone else. But in the beginning, you don't need to buy an apartment building or a business empire. A beginner can start with small steps too, like a low-cost index fund, a diversified ETF, a retirement account, or an investment in your own skills. Why? Because the most valuable asset is often you yourself. Remember, your first asset won't make you a millionaire, but it will teach you a new habit, not spending money, but putting money to work. And that's exactly where the game starts to change. But one asset alone won't get you to financial freedom. Millionaires do one more thing that multiplies their wealth-building speed.
Step 5. Build multiple income streams. Think about this. If you lost your job tomorrow, would your income stop too? If the answer is yes, your financial system is still incomplete. Research shows that many self-made millionaires have more than one source of income. But that doesn't mean you need 5 income streams on day one. The right approach is one stable income, then one side income. After that, gradually keep adding income sources. These could be freelancing, an online business, dividend income, rental income, digital products, or royalties. Slowly, your risk starts going down because now your entire life isn't dependent on just one paycheck. But this is exactly where most people make another mistake. The moment extra income comes in, they spend it on luxury, whereas millionaires do something completely different. And that next step is the most powerful step in this entire roadmap. Step 6. Let compounding change your life. Say today you got your first profit from your side business. Now you have 2 options. 1. Spend it. 2. Reinvest it. Self-made millionaires almost always choose the second option. Why? Because they know every dollar reinvested can generate a brand new dollar in the future. That is compounding. At first, you work for money. Then money starts working for you. And after some time, your investments start buying new investments. That's exactly why wealth grows slowly at first, but over time, its growth speeds up. Remember, millionaires don't celebrate their first profit. They turn it into their next employee. But what if wealth built with so much effort gets wiped out by one bad decision? That's exactly why the last part of becoming a millionaire is the most underrated and the most important. By now, you've learned how to control your money, increase your value, create a wealth gap, buy assets, build multiple income streams, and use the power of compounding. But what if I told you people make their biggest mistake right before becoming a millionaire? Then, Step 7. Protect your wealth. Here's a question. If you spent 15 years building your wealth, would you want to lose it in one bad decision? Absolutely not. That's exactly why millionaires don't just focus on making money, they also build a system to protect it. Remember, building wealth is a skill. Protecting wealth is a discipline. So never put all your money into a single investment. Always keep an emergency fund. Stay away from high-interest debt. Think of insurance as protection, not an expense. And never ignore risk. Because if your wealth survives, time will grow it back again. But if the wealth itself is gone, even compounding can't save you. That's exactly why smart investors think about survival first and returns second. But even after these 7 steps, one final question remains. Is becoming a millionaire really the final goal? The real answer is no. Step 8. The real destination. Most people think financial success means having $1 million in their bank account. But think about it.
If you have $1 million and your lifestyle spends even more than that every year, are you really free? No. Now, look at it the other way. If your assets generate enough income every month to cover all your bills without needing a job, then that is financial freedom, meaning work becomes a choice, not a necessity. That's exactly why smart people chase cash flow, not net worth. Because freedom doesn't come from income, it comes from a system. So if today you're a complete beginner, just remember this roadmap. Step 1, understand your money. Step 2, increase your value. Step 3, create a wealth gap between income and expenses. Step 4, use that gap to buy assets. Step 5, gradually build multiple income streams. Step 6, reinvest your profits so compounding can work for you. Step 7, protect your wealth. And finally, Step 8, reach financial freedom. That is the Millionaire Roadmap. Now, let me tell you one last thing. When people look at millionaires, they see their car, they see their big house, they see their luxury lifestyle, but they never see those 15 or 20 years when these people invested a little bit every single month. Instead of a new car, they bought assets. When income went up, they didn't grow their lifestyle, they grew their investments. These small decisions slowly build an extraordinary life. So, starting today, don't try to become a millionaire. Just make the next right financial decision. Then, after that, make one more. And one day, when you look back, you'll realize there was never any secret to becoming a millionaire. It was just a system that you followed again and again. Every acorn can become an oak tree one day if it gets the chance to grow every single day. And wealth works exactly the same way. Never underestimate a small start, because every million begins with its very first dollar. I'm Acorn, and remember, build the system, the millions will follow. If you feel that now is the time to stop working for money and start putting money to work for you, then subscribe to Acorn Theory, because your next right financial decision might just change your life. And if today you've decided to take your first financial step, just write this in the comments below. Step 1 starts today. This won't just be a comment. It will be the first promise you make to your future self. See you in the next video.